Hello, how are you doing today? My name is Bayo Ajibala, and today we are on the topic why a woman should never ever pursue a man. Why a woman must never pursue a man. It's a very interesting topic, and I'm going to obviously address this to women generally. You know, over time, society must have conditioned women, especially of a particular age, that, oh, you are growing old, you are advancing in age, you need to get settled, get a man, and things like that. And you also will be looking at yourself and be thinking, I've waited enough for this man to come over and, ask me out, and, from there, a relationship will develop. But nothing is happening, and, you got pushed to that stage in your life, and you now thought, okay, if they're not coming for me, I better set out there and go and grab them by myself or pursue them, as the topic of today is what it's all about. That you want to pursue the men, and that is what you now uh, decided to do. I'm here today to really drop it out there for you and let you understand the fact that it is not a good idea. It is not a good idea. And in this video, I'm going to list out 5 reasons why a woman must never pursue a man. Why a woman must never pursue a man. Why a woman must never chase a man. Our first point is if you pursue a man when it comes to, we're talking about relationship now. You that woman will come across as desperate. You come across as desperate. You come across as weak emotionally, and that right there has a lot of problem attached to it. That's right there has a lot of disadvantage for this woman. If you come across as desperate, if you come across as weak, men will take advantage of you because they look at you that, okay, fine, you are desperate. Imagine you are in a river or whatever, in an ocean or whatever, and there's this knowledge that by the time you are there and you are bleeding, you are injured, you are bleeding, things in no time will start to develop. As in, the more you bleed into that water, the more um, uh, um, um, dangerous your situation becomes, because they said sharks smells the blood from afar, and they flock towards you, they move towards you, and what they are thinking is, oh, there's a food somewhere, let us journey down there and have a meal. So that is exactly what a woman that is so desperate when it comes to relationship is all about, because all you do is you attract men that will take full advantage of you. They can smell you from afar, and they can, if they see you, they will know that you are really desperate. And what they do is they will take advantage of you. They will just have their way with you, and they move on from there. And it doesn't speak well. That wouldn't do you as a woman any good. I mean, that is exactly what will happen to you if you chase a man. That's exactly what will happen to you if you pursue a woman. I mean, if you pursue a man, they will look at you. They will easily understand the fact that you are a desperate woman, and a desperate woman, no matter what they throw at you, you will jump at it. They will mess you around. They will play with your emotions. They will have they will sleep with you. At the end of the day, they will dump you because they don't want you in the first place. All they see is desperation, and to them, desperation is like a weak point. You are at your weakest point, and they will take full advantage of you. So that is to say, a woman, when it comes to relationship, chasing a man or pursuing a man, it is not a good idea. It is not something I will advise any woman to do. That is Point number one on the topic: why a woman must never chase a man, or why a woman must never pursue a man. Point number two is if it clouds your judgment. If a woman pursues a man, because we are coming from our first point now, you are desperate, and you attract sharks that will take advantage of you. They hit you left, right, and center. You become scared, you become vulnerable, and you start to withdraw. So that is where our second point comes in the form that you now begin to look at men generally as, I mean, that they are the same. You get scared, you've been battered, you've been injured, you've been, I mean, emotionally now, and you're scared. The next thing you do is you withdraw, and you start to look at men generally that they are all the same. That because you wouldn't at that point be able to differentiate. I mean, come to the fact that it's just that there are certain men that are out there that are just sharks, in quotes. That all they do is look out for vulnerable and desperate women to take advantage of them. But if you are not being able to differentiate between the two, that okay, there are certain men that are just callous, evil mindset like that, you will tend to come to the conclusion that men are like that generally. So that means it clouds your understanding of who a man is. You tend to think all men are the same. This will make you probably hate men, and you get frustrated and you withdraw. You get frustrated because of your experience, and you start to withdraw. So that is another reason right there that a lady or a woman must never pursue a man. Why? Because coming from our first point, out of desperation, out of weakness weakness in emotion and things like that, you now start to look at men like they are all the same. Because you had a bad experience or several bad experiences, then you now tend to look at men that there's a tendency for you to start to look at men in the same with the same mindset, that men are generally the same because A, B, C, and D past your past experience. You have a very bad experience relationship wise. Then you tend to think all men are the same. Meanwhile, all men are not the same. There are good men out there. There are bad men out there. You understand? It's just that, unfortunately, you've been able to place yourself in a situation whereby you attract the bad ones. You understand? There are still good men. A lot of good men are still out there. So if care is not taken, you tend to lump all men together. And when the good ones are coming your way, you treat them the same way. That is just the problem that comes with that, because you've had bad experiences, and you now look at men that they are all the same. And when the good ones comes your way, you get angry. That is, even if you're out there and you treat them the same way, you give them you're not even receptive to them. Do you understand? And if they hit you that's bad enough for you to withdraw into your shell, you are not even available. You wouldn't even make yourself available to be seen. Do you understand? So that is another point, another good reason why women must never pursue men when it comes to our relationship. Our third point is if you pursue a man when it comes to relationship, or if you chase a man when we're talking about relationship now, you come across as a loose woman. You come across as a loose woman. Even if you are not the loose type, that is how you will come across to any man. Because they can sense, they can see that you're desperate. You understand? And they will now be looking at, okay, I'm not even having a go at you. I'm not even trying to ask you out, but it is you coming with me with all your energy. And they will be like, okay, if I can get you that easily, then does that mean you don't have a control about your you don't have you don't have self control. You understand? Even if I'm just saying that even if that man eventually gets married to you, how you come into his life in the first place, how you came into his life in the first place, his mind will still be there, and there will be trust issues. You will not be looking at you that is it the same way you um you approach every man that comes your way. You understand? Because it will be definitely very difficult for that man to now shake it up and shake it off and say that, oh, it was because, you wanted a relationship and you're so desperate to have one, and things like that. It really takes a matured mind to be able to differentiate between the two. Is most likely men will look at it that, oh, you are loose, you don't have self-control, you just, I mean, you don't have, you don't even have dignity, you don't even have self-respect, because they will look at it that no, it shouldn't be you chasing after men, it should actually be men chasing after you. And when they see that situation, that they not come across a situation whereby it is you, actually the woman, chasing after the men, the society or men, people generally will look at you and think that you probably don't have a sense of self-control, that you are probably a loose woman. You understand? And like I said earlier on, if eventually that relationship ended up in marriage and you're now together, it will be very difficult for that man to trust you. He will find it difficult to trust you. And by the time trust is out of a relationship, you understand, or out of a union, then there's a big, massive problem right there. And you now tell me, how do you think that relationship will last? Because every of your move will be suspicious to the guy. He will look at you any even if you're not um, behaving like that anymore. How you came into his life, do you understand? How he got you in the first place will still be rebouncing in his head that, come on, is this the way you are? Is this the way you are wired? You just want to keep having a go at every man that comes your way. You understand? He wouldn't see you as a reserved person that have self-control of yourself and of your emotion and of your needs. He'd rather be looking at you that, come on, what kind of a woman is this that keeps running after men? And I don't think that is a good that's a good reputation for a woman to have. You understand? Even publicly, people will look down on you like you are a kind of a slut or you are kind of a loose woman. So that is point number 3 right there, to really hammer home the point that it is never a good idea for a woman to pursue a man. Why a woman must never ever pursue a man. That's point number 3 right there. Because I put it kind of put some point together here. Point number 4 is if you if you get turned down or rejected continuously, if it begins to affect your self-esteem. And that's the truth. That's the truth right there. What do I mean by this? Do you understand? Women want validation. They want people to validate them. They want people to um, accept them. They want people to love them. They want people to care for them. Do you understand? But if you now, in that situation we're talking about, you're desperate, you want a man in your life, and you start chasing the man, every man or whatever, any man that you feel you like, and you are the one pursuing them now. Every time you get rejected, every time that you get turned down, you understand, it deflates your self-esteem. It puts hole in your self-esteem. You start to withdraw. You start to have you start to be less confidence in yourself. Because you know, look at it this way now. You saw a man that you really liked, and you probably walk up to him, or you made your intention known one way or the other, and the man goes, no, not interested in you, and that kind of a thing. That is rejection right there. You understand? That is rejection right there for a woman. And the way women are wired, they want acceptance, they want validation, they want care, they want love. They don't know how to cope with rejection. So if you're a woman and you start getting rejection one after the other, because there is tendency that there will be a lot of rejection or um, rejection coming your way if you are the one pursuing the men. Because most men, especially the ones that mean well, will look at you that what's this all about? They will feel uncomfortable. A lot of them are not even used to that kind of a situation whereby it is a woman that will be um, pursuing them or trying to ask them out. They feel it feels strange to them. A lot of them probably must have said no to you before even realizing what exactly is happening there. Why? Because they are not really used to that kind of situation. And if that keeps happening to you as a woman, if that keeps happening, that kind of rejection keeps coming your way as a lady, it drains your self-esteem. It makes you start to withdraw. It makes you start to doubt yourself. It drains your self-confidence, and that is not good for you. It's not good for you. And if care is not taken, it drains your self-esteem and self-confidence. But by the time you start to have doubts about your own capability or about your own ability to draw men into your life, then depression sets in. Doubt sets in, depression sets in, and it affects you in a negative way emotionally. And that is not where you want to be. You want to be full of confidence. You want to be out there vibrating and looking good, carrying yourself in a respectable manner. But if you are thoroughly being dealt with emotionally, it drains your energy. Depression sets in, like I said. It drains you emotionally, and that is not a good thing for you. And that's not where you want to be. And our fifth one, which is the biggest one that I say for the last, is if a woman pursues a man when it comes to relationship, what you are doing right there is um, you are showing off um, masculine energy. What that is exactly what you are doing right there. If you because if you only need to understand the nature of a man. A man wants to go out there and conquer. A man wants to go out there and win a trophy. A man wants to go out there and hunt. You understand? That is the way men are wired. That is the way most men are. You understand? They want to go out there and win something that will boost their ego, something that they will be proud of themselves. You understand? And that is exactly the way men are wired. If you truly understand that, then you will know that it's really not a good idea for a woman to find themselves in that masculine environment or with that kind of a masculine energy. That kind of masculine energy is not where a woman wants to be. The thing is, you will always draw to yourself the opposite of your energy. You will always draw to yourself the opposite of your own energy. Say you exhibit masculine energy as a woman. The type of men that will draw to you wouldn't be masculine men. It will be men that are weak. Will be men that are docile. Will be men that cannot even that cannot lead. That is the kind of men that will be drawn to you, because masculine men will feel they will be scared of you. They will look at you that, come on, why are you coming at me like that? That is what I'm supposed to do. As a man, I'm the one that's supposed to chase you. I'm the one that's supposed to pursue you. But this is you now pursuing me. What is going on here? What kind of a woman is this? They feel scared. They back out. They lose interest because they are masculine men. They don't want another masculine woman in their life. They get scared. So you scare them, you scare them off, you chase them away. Do you understand? The only type of men you'll be left with are docile men, are weak men, are feminine men. Do you understand? Because, like I said earlier, you will always draw to yourself the opposite of your energy. If you exhibit masculine energy, the only set of men you will draw to yourself are feminine men. Men that don't even have the balls to even walk up to you and ask you out. Do you understand? Initially, you might think he's good. Initially you might think, oh, he's sexy. Initially, you might think he's cool. Do you understand? And these men will come into your life. They will be at the back and you'll be at the front, and you will be the one dictating things. You'll be the one making the decision. You will be the one telling them what to do. You will be the one probably with the money, bring it in. Money into the family. But these men, they're probably happy being a homely man sitting there at home, probably not even working. They will be the one that will do all the house chores and everything, and you will feel happy. Initially, everybody, you think you will be happy. But over time, things will develop to the extent that you, as a woman, wouldn't even want that anymore, because that is not the way you are wired. Women want protection. Women want somebody that will be the leader, that will lead, that will be the one that is in charge of things. That is eventually how that woman will feel. And you will now begin to look at this man a few years down the line. I'll be looking at him that, why are you like this? Can you not take initiative and do stuff? These men like you, this is what they do, and how come you are like this? Do you understand? You attract opposites of who you are. If you come out with that masculine energy, it is only feminine men that will be drawn to you. And like I said initially, it might look cool to you. You might be happy about it. But over time, knowing women very well, and exactly how knowing fully well how women are wired, over time, a few years down the line, you want somebody to be your head. You want somebody to lead. You want somebody to take decision, and you will be tired of it because you've taken decision. You've taken that masculine role a number of times, so many years, and you are now beginning to get tired of this man in your life. Resentment begin to set in, and you now be looking down on him. You would not even respect him. You will never respect such a man, and you now be looking down on him. You will be talking ill of him. You'll be comparing him with probably other men that you know, and that is resentment right there. So somebody should explain to me how you think that kind of relationship will work. How can that work? How can that even be a successful relationship? Do you understand? It cannot work. So that is exactly what I said earlier at the beginning. If you start displaying masculine energy always repel masculine men. Masculine energy always repel masculine men. You only draw to yourself men that are not man enough or masculine enough to lead. It's as simple as that. It is as straightforward as that. So those are my 5 points when it comes to the topic, or just trying to convince you guys out there, ladies or women out there, that it's not a good idea for a woman to pursue a man. Why a woman must never pursue a man. Those are just my 5 points, right? Obviously, it's not limited to these 5 points. You might want to add to it, or if perhaps if you disagree with me, yeah, you might chip in your own input, and let's hear from you. Do you understand? My thing is, any man you have not pursued, any man you have to pursue is not worth having. As a woman, any man you have to pursue, it's not worth having, because he's not even interested in you. If he's truly interested in you, he would be the one pursuing you, climbing mountains, traveling several hours to come and get you. But if you are to be the one pursuing a man, no, the risk is just too much. The problem that comes out of it is just too grave for you to even dabble. For anyone to even dabble into it. So that is all we have for you today. Like I said, it's not limited to these 5 points, but these are just 5 major points that I think should explain to you why it is not, or it is never a good idea for a woman to pursue men. You understand? Any man you have to pursue is not worth having. Any man you have to pursue is not worth having. That is what I want you to hold on to today. Remember that every time society is putting pressure on you, or you probably putting pressure on yourself, thinking the clock is ticking, you really need to get a man into your life. That is not how to do that's not how to get a man into you. That is not how to get a man to be interested in you. The way to get a man interest in you is, number one, first of all, make yourself available, make yourself accessible. You understand? You wouldn't go about as a lady, as a woman, frowning your faces, or you understand? You make yourself accessible to men. When they come to you, give them listening ears. And in the process, if you now come to the realization that, oh, this is not the kind of man you want, you let them know politely, not in a harsh way that will put the rest of the men off. You understand? Another thing is you look presentable yourself. Men like to look at women that are nice looking and things like that. So you need to look presentable yourself enough to attract men into your life. So those are the points I want to share with you today. And like I said, if you have additional points to add to it, please feel free and do that. And do not forget to share and subscribe to this channel. There's a bell underneath the screen right there. That is the notification bell. The purpose of that is, if you click on that, you will be the first to get the notification every time or anytime I come online. So until I see you in another interesting topic, in another video, I will say bye for now. I'll see you. Bye.